It looks like we are live, right? Yes. Okay, wonderful. So, happy Sunday evening to everyone. This is our closing panel conversation. We're just going to do a nice little check-in as we are closing out such an amazing week. Again, thank you to everyone who has been a part of the Art West Freedom Festival of this week. It has definitely been a whirlwind. It's been a journey, and I am so blessed to have been able to experience this in partnership with Next Showcase. So we have right here the CEO, Mark Hubbard, here on this call, along with the COO, Reggie. Reggie, how come I never remember your last name? What's going on with that?
Reggie Ayers.
Reggie Ayers. Okay, great. I have been definitely in partnership with them for the entire week, and it has just been an amazing experience. So thank you all, and thank you for everyone who will be joining the call soon. We'll be hearing from Marshawn. Also, thank you, Dee. Um, we'll have everybody introduce themselves one last time, and then we'll kind of get into the conversation about our favorite highlights from the week. We're going to give our thank yous to our sponsors, and then also just a couple of announcements so that you all know what we're up to next. Okay. So, Mark, can you take it from here?
Sure. Again, thank you so much, Lexi, for allowing us to be a part of this wonderful adventure this week. It's been nothing short of been amazing. We had a wonderful time. I mean, it's just been great, and so we're looking forward to what has started on this new venture with you guys. And we're family now. We're partners now. So we're in together. We're super excited about it. Again, thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you to everyone who participated. Again, it was wonderful. I have an amazing staff that's on here now. Our tech support, Lady D, as you mentioned earlier, our COO, Chief Operation Officer in charge of logistics, Reggie Ayers is on. One of our administrative assistants, Danielle Bourne is on, and our production manager and Marshawn Robinson is on as well. So that's part of the team that's on right now, and I'm sure the rest of them are going to kind of dive in a little bit later on in the conversation. Hopefully, before we get off, because to be too late, they're gonna miss the whole thing. You know how we do. You know me. We be gone. But anyway, ooh, Jesus. Well, that's how I am. In and out. We got to get this thing going. It's been a long week, but it's been a great week. It's been a long day, but it's been a great day. So, yeah, thank you to that. And I'm going to turn it over. I can actually call them one by one, and then we can have them again introduce themselves, and then we can get right back into the highlights, some announcements, and then close it out so everybody else can get some rest because we got another long week and got to start preparing for Freedom Fest 2021. All right. So I'll turn it over to Reggie Ayers and let him introduce himself and talk a little bit more as well.
Um, as Mark stated, Lexi stated, I'm Reggie Ayers. I am the COO for Next Showcase Chicago. And we had the pleasure of putting together the artist for the week, in addition to some other things, in addition to partnering with Art West Freedom Fest. I'd like to thank all of the amazing artists that participated on this week. We have Attack the Sound, Leo West, uh, Daryl Woods, Miss Tati, The Law of Huey, True Lovely Rose, Independent, Dexter Spitz, Marky McFly, Mara Love, Geronimo Speaks, Boo Man Forever, Rebel Wild, China Love, and RJ Griffith that all participated this week in our weekly live live concerts, live showcases. Each artist did an amazing job. Each artist brought their best, and yeah, it was an amazing week. And all of the performances from the artists are visible now on YouTube, as well as our Facebook page, Next Showcase USA. So if anyone missed any of the performances from any of the artists, you can check them out now on Next Showcase USA Facebook page, as well as Next Showcase on YouTube. So check them out if you haven't seen them. Uh, Again, some amazing artists.
Awesome. Thank you, Reggie. Again, as he said, some amazing artists. I had even had the opportunity to perform myself. He didn't want to mention me because I performed the entire week. Me and my vocal always prevalent. I was always being featured. They all never want to give me my credit about my vocals, but that's okay. That's okay. Everybody know how.
I don't think they were videotaped or recorded on purpose. On purpose. On
On
purpose.
purpose. Is that what
On
we're doing
purpose,
today? No.
And
We
I
wanna
have
see-
I have amnesia because I don't even there was some comedy, that's for sure.
I missed the performance too, Mark. I missed it. Must have been when I was on the road.
Apparently, there's some comedy going on right now because everybody missed my performance and everybody missed everything that's going on. That's all right.
Lexi, maybe the performance happened when he I made you the host for the rest of the week.
I was
Maybe that's what
thinking, yeah, that part, and then also chair yoga. I'm still stuck on chair yoga.
Listen, I didn't say that. That came from the COO. He's the one that
I said chair yoga.
everybody heard cherry yoga. I'm not the only one. Y'all started and nod your head because you know you heard it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm trying to make
There's
it
just something wrong with our ears. There's something just wrong. It was
the whole room's like, what is a cherry yogurt? All right, we'll come back to that highlight. That was a great highlight.
that was a highlight
Right.
for the week.
We'll definitely come back to that. All right, Danielle, I'll let you go.
I am Danielle Bowen. I provide administrative support to the next showcase, and I too am thrilled to have been a part of the Art West Freedom Fest. I was thrilled definitely to witness and sit in on the health discussion. You know, so very, very much information helpful to our community, you know, from us, for us, by us. It was just beautiful. And I look forward to what Art West Freedom Fest brings to us, specifically on the West Side. Although everybody is welcome, but West Side stand up and stood up, and it was beautiful. It was just beautiful.
That's a proud moment going on right now. Just everybody's so proud.
You know, oh, hush.
I knew Mark was gonna clown me, but you know what?
Right.
We can take we can take the Art West Freedom Festival anywhere. Mark.
Anywhere,
So,
absolutely.
Anywhere. But the West Side is still going to represent no matter where we are.
Hello.
Okay. Well, all right.
thank you.
We're kind of outnumbered right now, but that's okay.
Hey, we are one. We're all together here.
All the West Siders, is that what you're saying?
No, all of us. You, me, us all. It's all love.
We are united. Okay.
There you go.
Gotcha. But yeah, at the health, as Dee said, I call it Dee. She said it was amazing. That panel was just really informative, and it was a couple of good questions.
There's a couple of highlights there too, as well.
Yeah, highlight that too.
I won't repeat them though.
They shall not be repeated.
They shall not be repeated. Go watch the video.
Yes.
Yeah.
All we're gonna say is hashtag ski mask. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ooh,
Mark.
okay.
You had to have been there. You had to have been there. Oh, but
Watch the video. Watch the video.
amazing panel though. But the information that came out of that was so incredible and so wonderful. So we appreciate our panelists for being a part of that. We had Dr. Sims and we had Dr. Give me that name.
Erica Clayton.
Amazing information, amazing people. Thank you so very much. I'm going to go straight up to our tech support, Lady D. She was in the background. She's all the way. Let me tell you how we do. Our tech support is all the way in Indiana, huh? Well, not in Illinois. She in Indiana. That's how we do it in, That's how we do it at Art West and Next Showcase. We all around the world. Our tech support all the way in Indiana.
I love that.
Well, I'm Daria Reed, but Mark calls me Lady D because he can't pronounce my name.
I am the host. I can mute you, but keep going.
I named myself Lady D on screen, so everybody can call me that. So I am doing the tech support, so I make sure that everything goes live for everybody to be able to see it for all the platforms. So you don't see me much, but I'm behind the scenes working it out for you. That's what I do.
And
Thank you so much.
Wonderful job every day last week. I mean, that's why we was on every platform there was to name. It's called Restream. She made sure that we went after Marshawn got through working his magic, they was working their magic together, and we just actually went live. So with that being said, Marshawn, it's on you.
Good day, everyone. It's a pleasure to have this moment to wrap up and talk about the amazing feat that is Freedom Pass. I was so excited to participate. My responsibilities were as a production manager, multi-site support. I was responsible for the quality of our streaming team, the quality of our video team, as well as our audio team and our backline and run of show and floor operation. So it was definitely very involved, and what an amazing time we had.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I got to say, and I know Lexi want to say the same thing. It was just incredible to see the team at work, to see the magic they was making behind the scenes, for them to make the magic and still deal with me at the same time. That was actually incredible, for real. Hats off to them, because I by myself am a handful, and I know that I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. And for them to be able to do that job and still pull it off, it shows us the perfection that is in them, and the quality of work that they can be able to do, because he's able to deal with everybody from every walks of life and everybody with every mindset, and still be able to be professional and get the job done. So again, just really on a serious note, thank you, Marshawn. And some of the hopefully some of his team can come on, but if not, again, the production team, from social media to photography to just on site, from camera work, every aspect of making it look like we were on BET, HBO, and them things, it was just second to none. And so again, Marshawn, expect nothing less. He didn't want to hit my mouth anyway. But anyway, as I was saying, but seriously, again, Marshawn, I definitely know I can speak on behalf of Lexi, but she could speak for herself as well. Thank you so very much to you and your team for an awesome job. Thank you so much. All right, and another one of our administrative assistants and support team, she put her real name up there. I'm not about to try and pronounce that. Stacy. All right. You can mute yourself and talk.
Anastasia.
Not doing-
It's easy.
not doing
Did
that.
he say Stacy? Okay.
Yeah, it's Anastasia, Anastasia, Stacy.
That's a West Side name.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
You gotta
But
have
I'm-
options for people.
right. So I'm Stacy. I don't know what I do. Some area I'm a fever taker. What I do, Mark?
It's a
Uh,
A fever taker.
I'll be
So-
like, hold on.
so that everyone on the line knows what Stacy is talking about. Everyone that entered into the building had to have their temperature checked.
Oh, we
that was
live?
one.
we live.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I know.
That is one of the requirements that we are following for the CDC guidelines. We did everything safe. We followed the CDC guidelines and social distancing rules while everyone was performing all week long. So that's what she means by because we did take temperatures on
Yeah,
everyone.
but- Yeah. And I was also on the panel to get ready to pre-op this platform that we did, and what I saw in person was amazing. What I saw online was amazing as well. Hats off to everybody that participated, that helped make it possible. I really enjoyed myself. Alexi, thank you for bringing it to the west side of Chicago. Woo-hoo. Much needed. Hope to see it go next year. And yeah, that's it for me.
Awesome.
No, I don't like to-
Listen, I tell you, that's a West Side thing. Yeah, we got the Go See, and now we got
The fever taker. But you know what she meant, though.
You know what she meant.
Exactly what she meant.
I knew what she meant because I had her doing the job, and we never called it a fever taker. What's a fever taker? But anyway, as Reggie said, we would definitely follow in the and we will continue to follow the CDC guidelines as well as the state of Illinois guidelines, because we want to remain safe and we want to be able to continue to do events and maybe be able to continue to provide a platform for our artists, because it's much needed. But in order to continue to do that and to make sure that we maintain the safety and maintain that people are safe, we definitely have to follow guidelines. And as he said, if your temperature is even close to 100, we was like,
Thank you, but no thank you.
Thank you, but no thank you. No. And we made sure that I mean, mask was taken. No, if you even look like you was gonna take your mask off in front of me, it was like absolutely not. You're going outside for real. You can take it off outside, but not inside. And we make a joke of it, but I believe, and I'm serious at the same time. They're really serious because as long as we continue to do that, we can save lives. We can begin to move forward and not move backwards. So I know people watching this live, and that's great because we want to continue to push that message. Let's save lives. Let's begin to move forward and not backwards. And the only way we can do that is like we have to continue to follow the rules. And I know it's hard. I mean, it was hard for you guys to stop smoking inside the buildings, but when they said you got to stop smoking, go outside, you did it. So now, do this. So we can what get back to what we need to do. Oh, well, that's another topic of discussion. We discussed that later. All right,
yes, but Mark, I just want to thank you again and everyone who made sure that we were upholding that standard. I truly appreciate it because obviously safety is extremely important, especially during this time. And also, COVID is the reason why we had to take all of our in-person engagement online. So this is one of the reasons why, the Art West Freedom Festival in partnership with Next Showcase and everyone who was available to bring you all an amazing online experience. COVID is the reason why we had to transition into this phase of doing, production. So it's bitter and it's sweet at the same time, but it is extremely important that we do uphold that standard. So thank you again, Mark, for making sure that we were on our P's and Q's with that.
And thank you for trusting us and and allowing us to some people sometimes they can push back. But thank you for saying, no, this is how it's going to be, and we're going to follow suit. So, we appreciate you, for being open and also understanding and saying, hey, this is the only way that we're going to move forward and be safe. And so we can actually get back to continue to provide these platforms because we're going to be here for a minute. But while we're here, we can have an opportunity for people to have an outlet. In order for them to have an outlet, we have to be safe in what we do. So again, we have one more person who continues. I'm going to start send a disclaimer out to my staff. Before you come on, make sure you turn your camera on. He can hear me because I'm turn that camera on. He's probably doing daddy duty, but hey,
I was gonna say he's probably on daddy duty.
He's probably on daddy duty. But listen, this young man right here is another young man I'm extremely proud of and just happy to work with. He's another connector. He does so many major things within the city of Chicago and around the world. And he has his own foundation, his own organization, but he's also a part of Next Showcase USA and sits on the board as well. And he was also a panelist for one of our amazing panels, the career panels that we did on this past Friday. Now that right there,
that was my favorite.
Another highlight.
I got a lot of favorites.
Now that's a do-over. We had a lot of favorites, but that right there is a do-over. And we already said part 2 is coming real soon of that career panel because it was amazing. So I don't know if his hair's not combed or it's not brushed or whatever case, but if he could just turn his video off for 1 second, it'd be fine. But if not, Troy, anyway.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey, Troy.
Yeah, we got daddy duties going on. So you might hear you might hear my newborn son in the background, but I was very grateful to be a part of Art West. Thanks for having me on board. Very happy to be a part of the Next Showcase team, and love to see everything continue to grow moving forward. And looking forward to exploring ways that I can provide value.
You know what I'm so looking forward to is that adding, because I know he got a chance to touch on it a little bit, but I really want to see more of the film side of it and the creative side of that. It had to institute that. It's because it's also part of the arts. And when I tell you, if you talk anything film, that man right there knows it all for real. So I mean, we want to see more of that being a part of what we do for our Freedom Fest on next year, 2021, and leading up to it. But again, I like to give honor where honor is due and just credit where credit is due. That young man right there is really plugged into a lot of things as relates to the industry on the film side, and just being able to we call him the connector because he's forever. If I look up and see his email, I'll be like, who Troy want me to meet now? But it's always good, though. It's always good. It's a great connection because of him. Now we have Next Showcase Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We have that because of Troy. We have a lot of things just brewing because of the connections that he brings to the table. So thank you so much, Troy, for being a part. You can, if you want to turn your camera back off, go back to daddy duty. That's fine. But thank you so much for coming on. Please. All right. All right, we have one more other young man. I'm glad he was able to come on. He was actually he works solely close with Marshawn, and he's been a part of our team. But we
This is the first time I'm seeing his face.
yeah, but they had to keep their mask on. We weren't playing that. You want to know what anybody look like? They had a picture. We gonna start having picture. People have a picture on their the lady with their picture on it.
A picture on the mask.
This is what we look like, but underneath this mask. But this young man right here, all of the interns and all of Marshawn's staff and work real hard. But I've seen this young man. He is what I call super. Well, Marshawn is Batman. He's definitely Robin. We put it that way. If you want to make,
we gotta mention that little bitty chair. That little bitty chair. He worked that little bitty chair.
Listen, Marshawn is his professor, so Marshawn always had him in class. So Marshawn treated him like he was a student for real. He put him in kindergarten. But it was amazing how he worked that chair, though. It was amazing how he worked that chair. All right, but anyway,
but
we need to give some context. Okay, so for anyone,
please.
For those who are wondering,
thank you,
Mark. Yeah, I was Pierre's professor, but he's been some years on, and he's done so many more things. But he's maintained the connection, being one of the lead persons that graduated at the top of his class, and he has been a part of my staff ever since. And he is amazing in so many facets of production. For those who are wondering, what about the little chair? So Pierre was working in the video capacity for Steadicam. And when we were transitioning from our hosts to our talent, we exhausted all of the chairs in the building to make sure that our artists were comfortable, to make sure that our hosts were comfortable. And the last thing that was left was the chair of a kindergarten child. And because of the nature of the Steadicam, for those who don't know, the Steadicam is the camera that you put an entire vest on. There's a motorized arm. There's a gimbal attached to it, and there's a moving motion. So the camera and the weight of the vest is almost the poundage of another person. So during those moments of him trying to sit down, the only thing left was this little bitty chair. And it's almost like the little chair that you see in the Dumbo. It's a little bitty
It's a preschool chair.
It's a little kindergarten chair. And he said, you know what, just give me that chair and I will make it work. And for 3 of our 5 days, he was the occupant of such said chair. And every time he made it to our TV set that we used for our locations, we really returned our sets to TV stations on location. He said, this is my chair. And so then there was a fight for this little bitty chair because everybody was enjoying it. We have pictures of behind the scenes. Mark Hubbard sat in this little chair. I put a foot in the chair. Pierre sat, and Pierre is a full-size brother. He's very muscular. He is occupant of the chair. So I'll say, Pierre, thank you for bringing all the magic to that little bitty kindergarten chair. And the question on the floor, Pierre, is tell us some of your highlights of this week. What did you enjoy? What were some things that stuck out to you?
But can I just ask you a question, Marshawn? Why did you have to make it sound like he was teaching a class? It's just like he was just giving instructions. We all then broke it all down like the little chair, and we didn't need all of that.
So for those of us who have awards in TV and film, it's called setting up.
It's called mute. Go ahead, Pierre.
Well, Mark, first off, thank you for the introduction, Marshawn. I really appreciate that. And Mark, thank you for having our team on. I, as my individual, I enjoyed the entire week, the production, the experience. It truly was a blessing. I enjoyed it. But this chair, though. So yes, as Marshawn had said, this one chair was the one that was available, and I had multiple team members, Marshawn included, in understanding that this chair was crucial to my success. I spent, I don't know, a good third of the time that I was holding the Steadicam, I spent a good third of it sitting in this little chair with my knees coming all the way back to my chest, and making sure that this camera was steady on our hosts, whether that be Mark and Reggie or Alexi and Reggie. So yeah, this chair was crucial to the way that the event played out.
And one little unknown fact, the chair wasn't too bad because a couple times Pierre was falling asleep while he was in that little chair.
I was hoping you weren't going to put that out there, Reggie, but since we, yes,
but the camera stays steady. The camera stays steady.
This is the indicative of the workload that we had. We were moving so fast. There were so many moving parts. I relied so heavily on my team, and they filled in the gaps. That the one tiny moment of 5 minutes where I could sit down and make sure that this shot was golden, Reggie's caught my eyes getting heavy.
Sleep for 5 minutes?
Oh no, 5 seconds. Okay. But he caught me.
Also, Marshall, you let him get away with that?
Absolutely. If you can sneak in a moment of rest in between our 90-minute extensively detailed show, I am okay. And because the camera didn't move, kudos, Pierre. Kudos.
Obviously, I didn't see it because you know me and my mouth. I'd have got you. Obviously, I didn't see it. But
trust me, I know.
Right. I cut Marshawn off. I will allow him to say, because I am proud of the fact that he is an Emmy Award winning producer, television. So you can tell a little bit about that before I mute you again. But go ahead.
I am an Emmy Award winner. So as a producer, as an engineer, as a director, I do have that title. So sometimes I go into production mode when we're on screen because I think TV, and make sure our conversation flows. So yes, I am an award recipient of a golden statuette.
All right, we're proud of you, Lexi. I need you to do me a favor, and I know this is your Freedom Fest, and we're proud of it, but I'm gonna need you to stop turning your camera on and off, because every time you go out and come back, the people on the outside, they see you. So I know you think you're the boss, but not right tonight. All right, you're not. So I need you to stay on. This is your feedback. This is your recap. We're part of you, so you can't give.
I'm just trying to make sure my phone isn't gonna die on me. That is all.
And you know, because your phone will die, or you'll fall throw it underneath the couch, or listen, people.
Where's my phone?
I just don't understand all the pain and suffering that we had to go through just leading up to the actual festival itself. I mean, Lexi, her phone would overheat, the computer would overheat, the phone would go underneath the couch. What else happened to Lexi? You had a lot going on.
I mean, that's just it. When you're running an entire enterprise from just a small device, it only has but so much capacity. And the most crazy experience I had was when I dropped my phone under the couch and I could not find it. And Marshawn was well, we see underneath your couch.
Well, the
and
funny
I can
part,
hear voices, but I could not find the phone.
The funny part about it, in our 4th production meeting months ago, when Lexi's phone bounced from her tabletop stand to her table to her couch and slid under it, she was calling it like it was a cat, a lost puppy. She was like, "Hey, phone, are you here?" And the amazing thing about it, her phone never died. So we were all still on listening, and we all were saying, is she okay? Is she all right? It looked like the whole table collapsed. But
she kept calling for the phone. It's like, why is she calling for a phone? But listen, had the phone answered her back, we'd have all left. We'd have been gone.
End of meeting.
A billionaire, but we'd have been gone. You hear me?
Yeah, I would have been gone. Okay.
The best part was seeing her crawl under the couch to the phone and just trying to reach it. And she was like, "I'm here, I come, y'all." Like she was rescuing us. It was amazing.
Let me just say, I appreciate that you all have trusted me, because it has been extremely glitchy on my end the entire time, especially in the planning phase for this event to take place. And you all have trusted me this entire time, and I'm so glad that you did.
But listen, hey, it's when you find people who, first of all, have a genuine heart, who have a kind spirit, and actually educated and know and really articulate what they would like to do. All that other stuff is, that's minor. So it's easy to work with you. Although you thought I was Reggie when you first reached out, you know I was not gonna let that go, right?
Yes, true. I know that.
This whole email, like
we'll forever remember that.
She had this conversation with me, like she had talked to me before, and I was like, nah, wrong person. But I could answer questions. I'm good, but nah, it wasn't me. You talked to Reggie. But anyway, it was still but good. Just speaking with her and talking with her and developing that relationship. It's like we had been knowing each other for a very long time and been part of what we're doing and networking together for a very long time. So again, I know I can speak for the entire gang. It's so great to work with you. Look forward to continuing working with you, building this relationship, building this partnership. And it's great that it's an adventure that is stable and set for the west side of Chicago, because I do believe that every area needs
Oh, sorry.
There we go again. You should have stayed outside. She's probably back in the house. She probably dropped the phone underneath the couch again, y'all. So never know what that is. So because we still live, we're gonna continue to talk. So it's so great that this adventure is it's on the west side of Chicago. I believe that every area needs a positivity and some sort of thing to continue to uplift where they are, and we just looking forward to not just being, although it's based there, but it's also just a city adventure as well. So it's open to the city. We look forward to bringing it to the south side. We look forward to bringing it to different other states. This thing can actually become a global type of adventure. And so because it is a Freedom Fest, and because the things that we have been dealing with and what we are dealing with as a race of people and as just a nation of sort, it was kind of something that was really needed. We always said that we were dealing with two pandemics at the same time, both COVID-19 as well as injustice and the freedom for our fight, our rights and things like that. So as a nation, as a race of people, so to have this outlet again for organizations and for artists to come and showcase their talent, because all we kept hearing the entire week was, I'm just so happy to be performing. I'm just so happy to be doing this, because again, a lot of people, whether they was able to just sing in front of us or perform in front of us or just performing in front of other artists, is just an outlet that they have, because we've been doing this. So we always said that we went from February, the end of February, to the first part of March, of things being what we considered at that time normal. It's like nobody was prepared for this. Everything, our lives just shifted all of a sudden, and we went into another direction in which we are dealing with now. So it was just good. Kudos again to this amazing team. I'm honored and grateful to be a leader and to lead as CEO for Next Showcase USA. And it's so grateful that we are branching out. We are in Philly now. We're in Milwaukee, getting ready to launch in the Bay Area as well. So we're just super excited that we continue to grow as an organization. But it's so great. An organization or a leader is only so good or efficient as the people who has working with them and around them. And I'm grateful to have such a powerful, this is just a fraction of our team, but this is a very important part of our team. And it's so great to have these young men and young women being an awesome part of making a vision. Yeah, I clowned you. You already know I clowned you. You already know I clowned you, Lexi. I kept talking because I figured it either was underneath the porch or underneath the couch or in the kitchen somewhere. But I just know that you just really, lady, you keep the camera on. I'm gonna come back to you. Let's get to some announcements right quick. I know a couple of announcements. And one is Lexi. This is her whole platform, but she's having little challenges right now. So we come back to her. Troy, you got some great things that's coming up. You want to tell us about what's happening with you right quick? I'm just happy that your camera's on.
Oh man, yeah, you put me on the spot. Let's see. We are currently in negotiation with Warner Brothers on a show that we're, that just picked up. We'll be bringing that project back to Chicago. So that's probably the biggest thing right now. On that level, it's going on in about 2 weeks. I also launched my podcast for the last, I want to say 5 to 6 years. I've been really working at building the Cypher and supporting a lot of artists and taking a lateral step from my own hosting and moderating career. So I'm going back to that now with 3 of my own shows. So the first of those 3 will launch within the next month, and we start recording in 2 weeks. So those are 2 main things for me. So I'm just happy as far as the business goes.
Awesome. I just can't believe that you actually led the conversation with. I caught you off guard. You never off guard. You always got something to talk about. So don't ever try to put me out there like that. Or you caught me off guard. You think that was going to last. That's not going to work on this conversation. Not when I'm the host. I can mute you. Lexi, are you fine? Are you ready? Are you going to be okay? Can you stay with us for a second? Or do I need to come back to you? Oh, she froze. I'll be back to you. All right. So, Marshawn, you got anything that's coming up right quick? She's literally.
She is definitely frozen. She has her hand to her chin. What a wonderful pose that you can make. We're glad that she's facing forward. In the back, there's positivity, and she's taking her camera offline to reset. Mark, I think that some of the things that are coming up. Lexi's back. Some of the things coming up. I'll let you have it back, Mark. Lexi's ready.
No. She's give her time to get herself together.
No, take it while it's there.
Yes, you better take advantage.
I'm sorry. Hold that thought, Marshawn. Lexi, go ahead.
Okay, so where we at with it though?
Where we at with it though?
I love it. Where we at with it though?
Beautiful, Lexi.
And everything went right out the window. Where we at with it though? Huh? Where we at with it though?
I'm sorry. Let's rewind this. Try again.
So we were actually just coming up to date, and we said we're going to make some announcements about everything that we have coming up and just cover the different things that you have coming up. I know you have some things that relates to our West Chicago, and we got a great announcement about a business that you're about to open up. So let's go from there.
Absolutely. Thank you. This is a great opportunity to make an announcement about the Art West Gallery. We are going to be opening a gallery on the west side of Chicago, right in East Garfield. And we're still going to be in the 24th Ward, so we're really excited about that. But it's a beautiful space, newly renovated, and we are extremely excited to announce the grand opening. Again, it will be a small crowd that we'll be inviting out, but I'm definitely looking forward to that. We'll do a lot more arts events, especially arts and cultural events. So I'm looking forward to, building that space up and continuing to do a lot of work in the community. And I still plan to do a lot of engagement through the MLK Exhibit Center. So I'm very excited about building the arts and culture capacity on the west side of Chicago.
Awesome.
So that's my announcement.
Awesome. Okay, we got a couple more announcements before we get up out of here. But can I just say one other thing, y'all? This is really great. I love this. But have you ever noticed, like when you're on a Zoom call or you're in a meeting, and if somebody else is talking to somebody, they be doing like this, talking like this, you'd be like, "Why? Who are they talking to?" People forget that they're actually on the camera, so everybody can see you looking up here and talking this way. Yeah, up here, I'm busting you out right now. But anyway, it's just you get kind of like, I want to know what they sound about, because what are they talking about? Who they talking to? Kind of no one knows. Huh?
They nosy.
Sadly enough, up here talking about dinner in the background. I got to make post Zoom meeting plans.
Gotcha. Just want to know who you were talking to. Either Troy is frozen, or that's one of the most solemn looks I've ever. Okay, he was looking like he must have been frozen. Awesome. So Reggie, let's update everybody what we have coming up with Next Showcase USA. But before we have that, Marshawn, did you have something right quick though?
Nothing at this time, Mark. It is this is wonderful hearing all of the excellence from all of our people who are here.
Okay, there you go, Troy. You was kind of sideways, so we was trying to find you.
Boy.
Look though. Troy? I'm getting all these frozen pictures for real. All right. Petty. That was really petty. God, I'm petty. Y'all pray for me. Go ahead, Reggie.
So for Next Showcase Chicago, we have a couple of events that are coming up that I can share on screen.
So I couldn't hear the last thing.
Did Troy say something again?
You know, technology don't care nothing about us.
Absolutely nothing, because I can't connect to my.
So he's trolls too. All right, this wrap up.
Reggie, your announcement didn't work.
No, it's not working either.
this wrap up is.
But Mark, this is funny because we just produced a 90-minute program of excellence.
5 nights,
5 straight days, multi-platform streaming. We had people in other parts of the country. We have had about 30 different artists, a TV crew of 6, a stream crew of 4, audio team of 4. I mean, we at multi-locations, and now that we have come to the wrap up, we are all having wonderful things. But I think Reggie finally got it up, so I'll pass it on to Reggie.
Yes.
Whole Zoom, we're having Zoom problems. All right.
So on this Thursday and next Thursday, we actually have the collab, Next Showcase Chicago and Next Showcase Philadelphia open mic summer series. We have 6 artists that will be performing each night on video. So join us on Zoom. The Zoom meeting ID is 898-1723. 7572. Join us on Zoom on Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. This Thursday and next Thursday, we have some amazing artists that will be presenting 15 minutes each of them. So join us for that event. And then coming up on the 24th, Chicago DCASE, Department of Cultural Affairs and Special Events, in collaboration with Next Showcase USA, presents an artist enrichment class. We will be talking Michelle Thomas will be talking on vocal technique. We have Michelle Wall, who will be talking on copyright versus COVID-19. Kimberly Manuel Dickens, who will be talking about marketing and COVID-19. And Danny Deal, making the beat. Every time I look at the new flyer, I see a new correction that's needed. Danny Deal making the beat. And then we will have a listening session with 3 amazing DJs, DJ Caliber, Juki the Kid, and DJ D93. They will be listening to music from 10 artists and giving the artist critique on the music that they present. So it's going to be a great night, all free. It will be on Zoom. This one will begin at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time and 7 o'clock Eastern. Again, right here on Zoom, presented by Next Showcase and Chicago DCASE.
Beautiful.
So
beautiful.
Danny Deal, her last name is not spelled right. So we'll make the correction. We also have some other September 15th, mark your calendars for that. We will be doing Next Showcase. USA presents the Next Showcase Chicago on that night. So mark your calendars for September 15th.
So yeah, a lot of amazing things that's going on with Next Showcase USA as well as Art West Chicago. So you guys can go to our websites as well as Creative Cypher's website and get information that's over all the 3 organizations that have going on. Catch up with all of us, continue to follow everything that we're doing. We're building for our nation, but we're definitely building for Chicago because that's what we love. That's where we're from. That's our hometown. So that's where we started. That's what we're forever building for our city. But hey, you're not left out. That's why the internet is all around the world and stuff like that. As I call it, the World Wide Web. WWW, huh? World Wide Web. So
can I thank my sponsors before? Can I thank our sponsors, please? Yes.
I was going to actually turn over to you. If you wait your
turn, bad.
Wait your turn. All right.
Okay.
Wait your turn.
Wait till turn on your wrap up call.
That's what I'm saying. It's her wrap up, so she gonna end out. But wait your turn. Me first. But anyway, listen, if you know anything about us, laughter is good for the soul. It's enough negativity that's going on in the world. So we try to always send those positive vibes out to make sure that people have fun, enjoy life, and be safe. All right. So again, thank you on behalf of Let's Showcase USA as well as Art West Chicago. I'm going to turn it back over to the CEO and the founder of Freedom Fest and let her close us out. All right. Back now, Lexi, you can talk.
Thank you, Mark.
No problem.
Thank you, Mark. This partnership has definitely been amazing. Again, from day one all the way to showtime. On Sunday, we did our kickoff, and then Monday through Saturday, it's just been so many nights of just being in the room with you all and seeing what happens behind the scenes and meeting so many talented people. And for us to be able to pull something like this off during this time is extremely essential. And it's definitely been a blessing for sure. And also, I want to, thank our sponsors for making this happen. The first is LISC Chicago. Thank you all so much for supporting this project. Also New Covenant there in North Lawndale. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for supporting this project. Also Mars Wrigley and Eileen Hamra. Thank you for being a part of this, this project as well. Again, we could not have done this without our sponsors, and we could not have done this without North Lawndale, and then also the spaces that we were in, the MLK Exhibit Center, which was right on 16th and Hamlin. That is a historical space. It's a historical asset in the North Lawndale community, and we are extremely blessed to have that space. And then also thank you to, yeah, absolutely. And thank you to Principal Barbers for, allowing us to be housed. We were in those spaces all throughout the week. There was our second home, So yeah. Thank you again to Bobby Price at Principal Barbers for opening your doors and just accommodating us throughout that entire week again. And then also thank you to our partnership with Lingo Chicago. On Saturday, we were able to, again, be able to highlight artists and just have a great week. So thank you again for everybody who's been on the roller coaster ride throughout this entire week. The panels were amazing. The workshops were amazing. Thank you to all of our facilitators, our artists, even our visual artists who have came in to have one-on-one discussions with me when we were going live. Literally the list goes on and on and on and on and on. But we are excited to do this more, and I'm definitely looking forward to next year.
Awesome. Well, with that being said, I believe it is a wrap. We can wrap it up, and then we can say good night to everybody. Look forward to seeing you guys in 2021, all right? As we always say, stay safe, stay strong, and most importantly, if you can, stay at home.